look, it's Evan Dando.
Hey,
Wow.
right here.
Wow.
It was like you were on my shoulder. like you knew I was playing it.
I'm in Sao Paulo. I'm in Sao Paulo,
Oh, you're in. Really? What are you doing down there?
Brazil. I live down here now. I've been living here for like a year and a half. So I don't know. It's really nice to be here. There's a lot of joy here still. Like not as much cynicism and like everyone doesn't hate each other as much as in America. Atlanta, although Atlanta I've noticed was really harmonious last time I went there.
Really? Well, you must have been on an off day because
I went to what is it? Men's store, H&M.
Oh, really?
And it was a beautiful experience. I don't know. I had fun in Atlanta lately.
Evan, we have been following your career from day one, especially at 99X. You probably don't remember this, but one of the first concerts that 99X ever did was called Metro Mount at Stone Mountain.
Oh, that got like funny because like things got funny and I said some silly things and luckily nothing bad happened. But everyone was going a little weird over there.
I don't remember that happening. I don't remember anything.
I don't remember that, but you know,
some little glitch in some sort of like there was a fight or something. But otherwise, it was fine. I always think of the Allman Brothers when I think of that place. They must have played there a lot, right?
Maybe back in the day.
I don't remember it. I remember it was a cool concert. Michael Hutchins was there. I mean,
oh yeah, no, it was fun. Yeah. We played there a bunch of times. I think I might be thinking of a different time. I was, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's good to talk to you and see you.
Yeah.
What do you think? I mean, does 99X register on your radar as someone that throughout your career has?
No, it's one of my favorite ones. I as far as the way you all have treated me and the kind of music you play. There's a station in San Diego which reminds me of it with the same level of integrity or whatever. But I don't know, good taste. That's very yeah. But what's that one called?
91X.
91X.
Yeah.
I like them too. And yeah, I've always thought you guys were a really great station.
Well, thank you. That's very nice. I've always loved your music. And what is the status? Atlanta felt a little diss when you did your 30th anniversary tour, and no Atlanta was on the dates.
That was just, because it was, we didn't even go anywhere but west-ish, I think. We just sort of went, it was like all we could finagle at the moment. You know, I mean, a lot of people got dissed. Like, we only did like 8 shows. So we just did like the Northeast in Chicago, you know.
I mean, you must do about 87 songs during your concerts because they're all just a couple minutes, which is good.
Most I've ever played is like 55 something. But that's like solo when I get carried away. And I'm not so sure. I mean, people do like it sometimes, but I don't know if it's a very good idea.
Okay, I want to. I'm joking, but I'm not. It's almost like when you do these songs, you have somewhere to be because you are so efficient. I call it song efficiency.
No, it's more like a annoying like sting, so the tantric thing. You know, like you want to hit the applause on the way up every time.
Right.
That's a good way to look at it.
If you blink, you'll miss it. And I want to play the new Lemonheads.
It's more appropriate. It's like, you know, the Ramones, like bands that I love. You know? As Joe Strummer said, you couldn't put a cigarette paper between the songs. You know,
let's hear this new one, and I want to hear what you have to say about it. I think it's catchy as hell. It's called "Fear of Living." It's just 2 minutes, everybody. So just sit right there, take it in, take it all in. This is the Lemonheads. Evan Dando's with us. This is 99X. Man, that is catchy.
I really like that a lot.
New Lemonheads.
Yeah, it's messed up. The kid that wrote most of it. We wrote it together. I wrote some of it, but he died.
Oh,
so it's really up. Well, we don't have to. I'm bringing that up really because it's like too much.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to hear that.
We were like too close to the whole thing too, because like we were trying to help him, and it didn't work. Yeah, but it doesn't always have to work. You know?
But that is some weird irony, seeing as the song's called "Fear of Living."
I know, man.
Wow, that's heavy.
We're sorry to hear that.
Yes, sorry.
When you were doing, that tour, It's a Shame About Ray, the 30th anniversary tour.
Yeah.
Did you have any special like memories from, when you did that record or recorded it the first time?
We'll often come up with like, Polaroids and stuff and old pictures and stuff. Like, yeah, sure. And I have a good memory if I think back. I mean, I can remember a lot of it anyway. But we were like flying back and forth a lot too back then, like all over the place. So it was pretty crazy. But I remember shows, in Atlanta, especially Austin, Chicago, places like Cleveland. I remember a lot of it. I guess a little less every second. But yeah, I remember it was fun. It was a good time, you know.
I love your covers. You do a lot of cool covers. I never knew you did Fade to Black from Metallica, but what makes you decide what songs to do? Because it hits every genre.
With the exception of Mrs. Robinson, it's because we wanted to do the song.
Yeah, because you wanted to.
Did that on command. Like we need, you know, you want 20 grand to record Mrs. Robinson? It's like, why not? Like we'll do it tomorrow. Like, you know, we did it in a couple hours. That was literally the first time we ran through it. We were like, that's fine. You know, and we didn't think, but you know, there were a lot of parallels. And once it got in the Scorsese movie, I pretty much came to peace with the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, it perfectly captured the mindless hedonism of the early 90s.
I want to put an urban legend to rest. There's been talk over all these years, for almost 30 years, about the time that Evan Dando took this girl to her prom.
Yeah. Her name is Megan Wargula, and she's writing like a teen book.
So that happened. That's a real thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't like a publicity stunt. It was like she was at the gig and I was talking to her and she was like, yeah, my the guy who's going to bring me to the prom kind of isn't going to do it. So I said, oh, you know, I'll bring you to the prom, you know. And it was fun. I'd never been to a prom before. I didn't have proms. My high school was like really small and there was no like proms. So It was an interesting experience. Yeah, that's Megan. She went to Dunwoody.
And she's writing a book about it?
Yeah, she is. She's written a couple teen books, just like my friend Gibby Haynes has written a teen book. And another friend of mine, Galaxy, it's the thing a lot of people do, I guess. He's like teen. It's a genre. Like
oh yeah, they're huge. Maybe it'll turn into a movie too. You never know.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know if it's done or not, but we saw her when we were in Atlanta, and myself and Antonio. I lived down here with. Yeah, it's funny. That was a true story. It's just and it was natural. It wasn't like
that's cool
press event.
Good for you, and it was your first prom too.
That is awesome.
Cool. Yeah,
it's great to see you, Evan. After all these years, please stay in touch. Love your music.
Thanks for all your support and everything, all the help over the years, because you've been a notable radio station for me.
Thank you, Evan.
I thank 99X for all your help and being a great station for being.
Oh well, you're very welcome.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie.